So, okay, so you wanted to tell a story.
I did want to tell a story.
About our vacation, slash gone, slash whatever.
Okay, so here's what happened. So, we're headed back home, but we're still sick, right? We get on our plane, fucking American Airlines, everyone's favorite airline. We get on it, and they're like, oh, well, we're about to head off here to wonderful Los Angeles Airport, LAX, but what problem? Our software is just not fucking working. And I'm like, what fucking software? What are you, plane runs a fucking TI-83 calculator processor. What kind of fucking software you gotta reset? Nonetheless, they try to reset the software. Turns out our flight's canceled. We have to...
Well, like 4 hours later.
Yeah, like 4 hours into it.
They like, sit around.
You're like, oh, this is your captain speaking. Actually, turns out, oh, you gotta get the fuck off this plane.
Meanwhile, I'm on the floor writhing.
Yeah, Aaron, halfway through, like, sitting on the plane, is like, oh, my stomach's not so good. After eating a fucking Auntie Anne's hot dog.
A hot dog covered in pretzel.
Yeah, a hot dog covered in pretzel. That's a really important part.
Eating it, and it was just...
Yeah. So Aaron got really fucking sick. I mean, like the sickest I've ever motherfucking seen this guy. He's just like, all of a sudden, he goes from just like jokey joke to fucking like, I need to see the fucking EMTs. So we call like ambulance, and they come, and they're like, you're gonna be fine, you just need to drink water. And then like Aaron's just constantly being like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom, and he like goes and like throws up and shit.
No, okay. Here's what happened. I talked to the EMTs, and they're just like, what are you feeling? And I'm like, I feel fucking...
Sorry about that, I'm just dying.
I talked to the EMTs, they're like, what are you feeling? I'm like, I feel sick, I feel like I have food poisoning or something. I've had food poisoning before, and so I was like, should I go to the hospital? And they're like, I don't know about the hospital. And I was like, okay. And they were like, let me check your blood pressure. I was like, okay. And they checked my blood pressure, and I was like, it's fine. And they're like, stand up, let me check your blood pressure. I was like, okay. And they take my blood pressure, and then they immediately take the thing off, and I like put my hand on her shoulder, and I was like, I'm gonna go throw up now. And he was like, oh, good. And then I went in there, and I fucking vomited, and apparently people were coming out, and they were like, you should just fucking throw it up in there.
Oh, yeah. They're like, are you here for that guy? Because that guy's fucking throwing up in there. and then, but he did not say fucking. I made that up.
Yeah, so EMT guy came in, and he was like, how are you? And I was like, ah. So I felt fine for a while, and then suddenly...
What?
Like, after like 30 minutes of like feeling fine, it was just kind of like... My body was like, hey, Aaron.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh? And I was like, you're not feeling fine, dude.
Yeah. All of a sudden, like, it went from fun and games. Like, it was like, we were all kind of, oh, it's frustrating. The flight's canceled. We got to go to a hotel for a night. It was already kind of that. Aaron starts fucking, like, violently shaking. And we're like, Aaron, are you alright? And I just take a fucking look at you, and you have, like, 5 jackets on. Your eyes are all watering. You're like, it's just so cold. I was like, oh, we in for a night! And then all of us are fucking scared of catching whatever disease Aaron's got. And then fucking, like, he comes up. Okay, this is a very intimate part of the story, but I have to tell it because it's one of the fucking funniest, disgustingly sad moments I've ever seen.
What, clear path?
Yeah, but wait. Okay. So, like, you asked us to go get you a bunch of Powerade and shit and water. I went with Brandon. Oh, it was a joy. So, we got you a bunch of Powerade or whatever. And we came up there, and we had like some chips because that's all we could fucking find at that point of the night. And then we were just like, Aaron, do you want pretzels or Sun Chips? And you were just like, I just want to make sure that I don't fuck anything up. You said some like delirious ass shit. And you're like, which has less salt? I just want to make sure I'm making the right choice. You were just like talking like that, and we're like, okay, Aaron, we're gonna leave the Sun Chips here because they have less salt, whatever that means.
Well, because I don't want to dehydrate.
I don't know. You were just delirious. So then, you suddenly go, everyone, please clear a path. I'm like, oh shit. So we all move. You got
so you fucking just like stepped back awkwardly, like, is this what he means?
Yeah. And then you get out of your bed, run to the toilet, we hear, ow! You fell in your face on the toilet.
No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened.
You were bleeding everywhere.
What happened was, I went to the bathroom and the seat was down.
Yeah?
So I went down to, in the vomit position, and I put the seat up, and I started vomiting, but the seat fell back down onto my face as I was pushing my face forward to vomit. So while I was vomiting, it went boom right into my fucking nose. and it just like sliced my cleft open, and
Yeah.
blood went everywhere.
Yeah, blood was like everywhere, and then so we went back out to get you a first aid kit.
Well, yeah, it sucked too because it was like blood right above my lips, so it was like dripping down, and so whenever I like vomited, like blood went just fucking everywhere.
Oh,
it was like on the floor and like the walls and the toilet, and like after I was like done throwing up, I was like, okay, like fucking Cinderella, like, cleaning up the blood, like because if Susie came in and saw fucking blood everywhere, she'd be like, oh my god. So I was like, I just don't want her to freak out.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Nonetheless, I just want to say, I was still sick during all that, so that was one of the worst days of my fucking life.
Yeah, I had to stay an extra 2 days while I got better.
Yeah, you had to stay in Maryland for the next 2 days. Anyways, next time on Game Grumps, we're going to play the game for real. Or are we? I don't fucking know. We're going to bullshit. Oh, Jesus.